How you doing, guys? Welcome back. So super excited because first of all, I've just got a sponsorship with Samyang, who are basically a Korean lens manufacturer, and some of their lenses are amazing, like the FE range that shoot like 1.4 and things like that are totally beautiful. So becoming part of their team is amazing. Been really excited to get my hands on some kit, and they've literally just sent me my first bit of glass. So let's unbox it and give you my first impressions. Follow me. Right, let's go to the office. So this is my office. This is where the admin magic happens. Yeah, and then we're going to do the rest of it downstairs in the studio. So let's grab my box, which is this guy here. So yeah, we'll go down to the studio and we will unpackage this and give you my first impressions. The studio, as you can see, behind me is kind of where I do my shooting. I've got some lights and stuff like that, and behind me is like my working area, so you can kind of see my desk, my computer screen, my Mac, and all of the tools that I kind of use to do my job. So yeah, let's get set up and stick this camera on a tripod, and then we will show you this new bit of glass. So first of all, we should probably talk about what sponsorship or ambassadorship, sort of all that stuff means. People think like it's basically you're being given a load of free kit and you just have free for all of it. There has to be like a trade-off. So effectively what manufacturers are looking for are photographers or creatives with a following who can educate on their products, and what they're looking for is these creatives to basically adopt the kit if they aren't already using it. And I don't think a sponsorship works. You know, a manufacturer comes to you and says, hey, yeah, just try our kit. I think the creative should already be using it as part of their workflow, so they understand it and they love it and it's crucial to what they do. So then the manufacturer will get in contact with the creative, or the creative in contact with the manufacturer, and say, hey, you know, why don't you promote our products and continue doing what you're already doing, but what we will do is we'll exchange, there'll be a trade-off. So basically Samyang send me products, I then use them on shoots and take pictures and things like that and pass the content back to them. So they get professional level content showcasing the kit working. I don't have to fork out for the initial outlay of the kit. So it's like a mutually beneficial relationship for both of us. They get content and ambassadors championing the product. I don't have to spend out for the kit. What is in this box? So you may already heard some rumours, but Samyang have an 85 1.4, which is for Canon. Now they've just launched an 85 1.4 for Sony. As a Sony shooter, I'm massively excited about opening this up and showing you all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a traditional unboxing style setup, so you can see an overhead of me unboxing it and going through the packaging and just talking about what I think of it initially on hands only. So the thing with unboxing is you only ever get one chance at doing it right. So yeah, here we go. So I haven't opened this before. This has come straight from the delivery guy to me. So yeah, really excited. It's always good when it's nicely packaged and looked after, and you can see that it's like well packaged. I have a little delivery note on there. Just covers all my paperwork. And the thing with this lens is there are terms that I have to adhere to, and those terms basically state, you know, the amount of content I have to produce, the quality of it, the deadline for production of said content. So it's not a case of just getting free kit. You know, there's a lot to it. It's a two-way relationship. Like, it's very rare that photographers are just given kit for the sake of it. The manufacturer will always want something back, and that ultimately is like marketing content. They want professionals using their kit, championing their kit, and singing its praises to promote other professionals to buy it, of course. So it isn't just a case of being given free stuff. Now, I believe this is an early production model, so the packaging is kind of basic, effectively, because it is a or it's sort of a prototype pre-production. But here we go. It's well packaged, which is good. Let's have a little look. So got a nice little bag to put it in, which is great, and that gives us an indication to the size of the lens as well. What I'll do is I'll just quickly grab my R2, because then what I can do is I can show how it looks on the actual, so I'll pop that there. As you can see, the 35 1.4 is already on there. Let's take this beast out. Oh man, get rid of the box and put the bag safely here as well. Straight away you can see the dimensions of it. So if I just rest that next to that chap there, oh man, it looks good. As you can see, it's made in Korea. It's autofocus, so 85 1.4 FE, and it's full frame. It's come with a mount cap as well to protect that side of the glass. Look at that, man. That is a serious piece of glass. Lens hood. Let's just throw that on. Gives you an idea, like a side by side. The footprint isn't huge. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, the footprint's not too massive, and the weight's really nice in comparison to the 35. I think the 35 is actually heavier slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick the 85 on. Stick that bad boy on. And there's a 35, and then just turn that chap on. Let's have a little look to see what we've got going on. And as I expected, the autofocus is fast. So yeah, it gives you an idea of how it looks and feels mounted on the actual camera itself. That is pretty sweet. So here we go, let's take a few test shots. Well, from looking at the images, which I'm going to share with you now, yeah, like the fall off is amazing in terms of like the ability to create bokeh or bokeh or however you want to pronounce it. The ability to defocus the background and focus on the subject is pretty impressive at 1.4. So I'll share these images with you now and you can kind of get an idea what it feels like. I personally am a portrait photographer, so for me, like, the ideal lens range is always going to be, you know, 50 to 85. Sometimes I use the 35 and then just crop in. So having an 85 in my arsenal is unbelievable and it feels so good. And now it's a case of going out and shooting with it later and seeing how it actually fares in a real world scenario. Happy days.